Hi, so this video is talking about a cheap lens I've just purchased from eBay. I wanted to show you, I've taken off my standard 55mm lens. I've got a Nikon D3100 SLR camera. This is the 55mm lens, and just to show you what lens I normally use, I've had to stick my 300mm zoom on, and that camera is roughly a metre away at the moment. So what I've been struggling with, because I do with electronics obviously, is to show some of these small components, small SMD components. So what I thought I'd do, take off my 55mm lens just to demonstrate what I'm doing. That's the standard Nikon 55mm 18-55 autofocus. So take the cover off. These are like a few £100. I was looking at the Nikon lenses on the internet. Get an autofocus macro lens, you're looking at £500–600, but for £10 you can buy this macro lens and this wide angle adapter, £10, including a little boot to wrap them up in. So what I'm going to do, take off the wide angle, screw this macro lens onto here. This lens incidentally has actually got a polarizing filter on it, a UV filter. So I'll screw this macro lens on top. Hopefully you can see that. You might even be able to see macro. So this, as I say, £10 free shipping. Right, so what I'm going to do, put this back on the camera and see what results we get. Well, so I've got the standard 55mm lens back on the camera. I've taken the macro lens off for a second just to give you an idea of what sort of distance we're looking at. So this has got to be a good 4 inches from this little circuit board, and although before I started recording it was bleeping to say it's focused, on this screen I'm looking at on the back of the camera it doesn't look that fantastic. But so if I zoom in, so standard 55 lens, I'm trying to focus and you see it won't. So I've obviously got to come back out here to get some sort of decent picture. Well, that seems to have focused there. As I said, that's about 4 inches, and because it's small components it's too far away. So what I'll now do is put this macro lens back on. Right, this is the camera at the same distance, about 4 inches or more. Macro lens is fitted. And you can see just around the corners you start to see the sort of tunnel vision with a macro lens adapter, but that doesn't matter because I'm looking to zoom in, so this is only going to be for small work. So now look, I've zoomed in and we can still focus. So it's actually focusing on this big component here. I'll put it to manual focus. Gently, you can see the depth of field very small, so we're focusing. Need another pointer and my pen is propping up that board. So we're focusing from the top of this, which is sort of 3mm, to the top of that, 3mm down. So that's the total amount of focus. So that's on the end stop there. Coming back a bit. So that's the maximum focus. You can see we're focusing on the pen, I think, at the back there. Well, so what I'll do, I'll now move the camera closer to the device. Right, so now I'm about 2 inches, just over 2 inches from the device, and using the manual focus, I'll probably get the camera another 1 or 2 millimeters closer, but that's it. So this is the end stop on the focus, so you can see I'm quite close to the focus limit on this nearest device. And if I just adjust the focus, you can see we're focusing from that large device to the chip in the background, and then the pen just down there you should be able to see. So this is it, like a jeweler's screwdriver, and it's pretty big, or it looks pretty big. So fantastic. I might be able to do some close-up work now. So for £10 you get a pretty decent macro lens adapter for your Nikon camera. As I said, this is the 3100 and this lens fits others, so have a look on eBay. So I'm pretty pleased. Hopefully this video might I don't know, sway you into buying a cheap lens for your Nikon camera. I was a bit dubious. I thought, do I spend the £10? I've seen these same lenses selling in the States for about £52 or something like that. Lost out to one of them. I thought, oh, I'll try one of these cheap Chinese lenses, and it works really well, so I'm really pleased. Makes my camera more versatile for the work I'm doing. Well, I've just put the wide angle attachment onto that macro lens. I've had to move the camera back about half an inch or so and zoom out a touch because it wouldn't focus, so I'm not sure. I suppose, well, yeah, I don't know why you need this wide angle if you want to get in close. Just the macro lens gets in close by itself, but if you want the wider angle, just zoom out a bit, surely, no? So if I zoom back in, see what we can focus on. Yes, I'm too close, I can't focus back on this large part, and it's moving the camera away, but as I say, that's with the wide angle attachment to that macro lens. So let me just show you the package. Right, so finished with the demonstration. Get these out of the way. So that's the macro lens adapter. I think it says macro somewhere. There we go, macro. Just screws into the regular Nikon camera lens. Probably screw onto others, but I've got a Nikon, so I can't comment on any others. That's the macro adapter. That's the wide angle adapter to screw onto the macro. You get some covers, and you get a little boot. What's that knee were? The make of that boot. So not bad for a tenner. So I'm really chuffed. Cheaper than, as I say, £500–600 for a Nikon. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you very much.